As you can tell, I'm a little sick. I'm a little down. Not for the emotional reasons, but obviously I'm just tired. But I gotta provide my people with their daily or weekly I know. I don't know if you could tell by my voice, but I am a little sick. Today's episode is just me, as you could tell. Welcome to the Do Not Disturb podcast. I am your host, David. Sit back, relax, grab your drink, grab your water, grab your soda, grab whatever you got in front of you, and cheers, my people, to a beautiful Monday. Today's episode is something that made me really open my eyes yesterday when I was with my family. And that's exactly what this video is about. It's going to be about family.
You don't think back on family.
I think it's going to be about how precious it is. And please, again, forgive me for my voice or for how stuffy I sound. Forgive me for not being able to give my 100%. But I wanted to start off the video with saying family is, in my opinion, the gateway to success and happiness. Obviously, before that is the Lord Jesus Christ, but I think in general, when you were to ask somebody, for me, it would be family. And the reason being, you get everything you need off of them. You get every emotion, you get every type of advice, you get the best type of advice, because this is one thing about advice that I'll differentiate for you all. Telling somebody what they want to hear and telling somebody what they need to hear are two completely different things, and I feel like you all know the difference between them both. But to give my side of it, telling somebody what they want to hear is to give them false hope. Telling them what they want to hear is to feed into their, forgive my wording, but delusion. When somebody tells you something that they want to hear, or that you want to hear, what that does is that it gives you a moment of realization of saying, oh, I'm not the only one that thinks this way. So it might be true, or it might come out to be true. And when somebody tells you what you need to hear, you might not like it because of the fact that it is such a raw thing to say in the moment, that they're going to tell you what you deserve to hear. You know, it's better for me to be able to tell somebody, hey, that person does not love you, than saying, hey, I don't know if they do, they might. No, you're just giving that person a chance of believing that they do, even if they don't. So that's one thing I've gotten from my family at all times. They've always told me what I need to hear, even if I don't like it, because that's another fact. When I'm getting that type of advice that I don't want to hear, in the moment, I'm mad. I'm like, dude, you guys are just doing this, or you guys are just saying this for X, Y, and Z. But yet, it's beautiful to know that after a little bit of that self moment, you realize that what they're saying is true, or is the truth, you know? So with that being said, you guys have heard me talk about my father. You guys have heard me talk about my mother. You guys have heard me talk a little about my sister and a little about my brother, but I'll give a little bit of context to it. My mother and my father are my idols. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I look up to my dad. I want to be just like him. And I think that's the perfect role model to have. But even now, with a little switch or a little hint of wanting to be better than him. Because there's things that he might not see that you do, or there might be things that he understands that you don't, and you want to be able to give that to your child. And if you're not planning to have children, hey, that's on you. I completely respect that. But even if it's not for another child, it's just for somebody that looks up to you. Maybe it's a little brother, maybe it's a little sister, maybe it's just somebody that looks up to you in that moment. But my father is a role model to me because of the fact that he gives me an idea of what it is to be a man, a human, not no robot, not no machito, whatever the word is in Spanish. It's not about that machismo stuff, you know? It's all about being human, making sure you respect people in general, the elders, the younglings, the young whatever, the people that are, even if it's a month older than you and they demand respect, you give it to them just because of the fact that, again, that's who you are. And I was raised that way by him because he's taught me that. He's shown me that that's the most beautiful way to be able to sit there and say, you need to respect the people so they respect you. And best of all, if you show respect to someone and they don't show respect to you, there's no need for them to be around you. There's no need for you to love them. There's no need for you to even value them in your life. And one thing about my father is that, again, he's Latino, he's Cuban, he's really strict on what a future or a career should be. And my father raised me to believe, again, doctor, paramedic, a cop, a surgeon, a lawyer, any of those big time jobs. And I think it's starting to hit him that it's not for me because of the fact that I'm just not like that. I'm not mentally there. I'm not mentally there to study. I'm not mentally there for all those exams and tests and stuff. It's not in my blood, and unfortunately, I don't think it will be. And when he came to realize that, he met me in the middle, and he said, "I'm going to support whatever you do because I'm your father. I'm supposed to do that." But yet, he also told me, make sure that whatever you're going to do, you're the best at it. So like that, even if it's not that big of a thing, you're able to say, I'm the best at what I'm doing. Because now I'm going to be cocky for a second. I'm going to be confident better. Yeah, this isn't your usual podcast. Yeah, this isn't what a podcast should be. Most of all, it's rare to see a solo podcast. But I think that's what makes me stand out. 30 subscribers, that's cool. And I appreciate you, 30 subscribers. If I get 50 one day, I appreciate y'all. If I get 1,000, I appreciate them. But the difference is, I don't think people are doing it like me, and that's with confidence. I would want to be able to ask somebody, sit here and talk for 30 minutes straight, and be able to not just ramble about it, but be able to make it fun, make it funny, make it interactive, entertaining. Those are things that I feel like I have apart from everybody else. And that is why I started it. I started it because my dad opened my eyes. He tells me, you could do it. You have what it takes to be able to talk for as long as you want, even if it's by yourself. Is it as fun? No. As y'all could tell, me and Dylan, it's a hurricane. Y'all can't have us in the same room. And y'all gonna see that more often with every other guest I have. I'm me. But when it's just me, I'm talking to a camera and I'm being honest with y'all. You know what I mean? I'm talking to a camera, looking into the lens and explaining my feelings, my thoughts, my ideas, and most of all my perspectives and stuff. And maybe people can. But for people that I've heard chirping about it, man, they don't affect me. But I genuinely would want to see if they are capable of doing it themselves. Sit down, put a camera, talk for 30 minutes, post it, and I want you to see if it's crispy enough for you to say, I'm satisfied with what I made. Because I'm not satisfied with what I make. But you want me to tell you what I am satisfied with? The work that I put in. I put in work. It's currently 2 in the morning. I've recorded at 4 in the morning. I've recorded at 5. I've recorded at 3. I've recorded at any time you could think of. Not because I'm making money off of this. Not because I owe it to y'all, but it's because I want to make a name for myself at some point. And if it isn't even to be a big podcaster, it's to be able to say, David said he was going to do something and he stuck to it. And that's what my father taught me. My father taught me to say, no matter what you do it the best you can at all times. Don't fail. And if you fail, you get back up and you try again. He got this one quote, I forgot who he got it from. You fall 101 times, you get up 102. You fall 102, you get up 103. Be corny all you want, David. People ain't gonna listen to my podcast for motivation, because maybe they do, maybe they don't. But y'all listen to my stuff because it's entertaining, and most of all, y'all want to see what I talk about. And if that's not true, whatever you guys have, y'all have. But I'm just being blunt. There's a lot of things in this world that you need to understand, that at some point people are not going to tell you the truth. People will tell you that they're proud of you, and behind your back, they're clowning you. And that's not my case. I ain't got nobody doing that on my side, because my circle, I truly respect them for who they've been to me, and I appreciate every single moment that they give me of their time, and I value it. That's not my case, but that's in general with anything, man. And I think most of all, to go back to it, my father's number one lesson I've learned is, you never know what's next. You can't predict what's going to happen next. You can't predict that tomorrow you're going to do this. You work towards it. You build towards it. You do something to make sure that you get closer to having the chance of doing whatever you're going to do. Do I know if I'm going to go to work tomorrow? No. Am I going to work towards it? Yeah. Whatever I got to do to make sure that I'm able to go to work tomorrow, I got to. And I will. And maybe that was a bad example. Cut that shit out. But if not, you guys could understand what I mean. Because now, being able to have that thought in my head, it makes me realize that no matter what happens tomorrow, I could fix, or I could change, or I could even evaluate what I'm doing today and in this current moment. You can't dictate, or you can't decide, or you can't change what's going to happen tomorrow if it hasn't happened yet. I can't change if I'm gonna be sick tomorrow. But what I can do about it today, cough drops, like anything that you could think of. But most of all, being able to connect that advice and those conversations and those opinions that my father has given me with what my mother has told me. My mother is the one that always reminds me that there's somebody that is proud of me. My mother is proud of me, and this is touching. And I think this is the only time that I've ever opened up my eyes to something my mother has bought in me, and I genuinely want you guys to understand, it meant something. It meant something, and there's a backstory to it. I hope I'm putting everything in the lens, but to my son, I want you to believe deep in your heart that you're capable of achieving anything you put your mind to. That you will never lose, you either win or you learn. Just go forth and aim for the skies. I can't promise you to be here for the rest of your life, but I can promise you to love you for the rest of mine. Love, Mom. And just so y'all can read it. I don't know if y'all can read.
Are you fucking dumb?
And then I got signatures of my whole family right here, man. These signatures are the people that are proud of me. These signatures just remind me of who I'm doing this for. And knowing that my mom found this and it's a basketball, come on, man. Do I gotta say anything else? Do I have to say anything else? No, man. This is what it's all about, and I feel like that's what I'm trying to also explain to people at some point. Like, I'm doing this for the clicks. I'm not doing this for the likes. Y'all can like though, and y'all can subscribe and turn on those post notifications. But I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it for the love of making people say, hey, I just did something cool. Like now, every time I see a new family, like my cousins, my uncles, whoever passes by this house, they check up and they're like, oh, I saw the podcast. And that makes me even smile just a bit because of the fact that they saw it, they acknowledged it, and they're like, this kid's doing it. You know, and better yet, to see my cousins, my favorite fucking moment of this all is seeing my cousins actually help. My cousins sat there and found a logo, figured out new names. Like, I might have to change the name because there's too many Do Not Disturb podcasts, and I get it. Hold on, let me cook at some point. I'll change. I'll renovate. I renovated the room. I renovated my. Give me a minute, y'all. Please. I'm trying to be different. He's helped me with that. He's helped me with the setup. He's helped me with the ideas. He's helped me with the topics. Like, I would wish y'all would see that this is not scripted. I would wish you guys could see that I am currently alone in my room by myself inside of these four walls with a camera pole. Wow, Pedro, pointing at me with the record button. And going back to it, my mom's proud of me every day. And it lights a fire. Because maybe I don't gotta prove anybody wrong, but I just gotta keep on proving my mom right, that she's proud of me for something. Prove her that I'm doing something to work towards a better future for myself. Everybody says that they want to retire their parents, obviously, and that's still the goal. But you can't do that by just laying down on your ass, not working hard for it. Can I work harder for it? Of course I can. I feel like there's always room to grow. There's always room to be able to. You got 24 hours in a day. Remove the 7-8 hours that you're sleeping. You got 16 hours. Do the dividend and the minus and the subtracting and the addition there. You got 16 hours. You really about to waste it all? It's like I said, man. It's 2:30 in the morning. I'm sitting here, and I'm really recording. Again, to prove to my mom that I started something and I'm not letting go. To prove to my mom that she's proud of me, even for a slight podcast. Oh, hey, Mom, look, I dropped another episode. I got another 20 views. Hey, Mom, I dropped this. Look at what these people commented. Like, I'm doing it for her. I'm doing it for my dad. I'm doing it for my sister. And that's what I'm trying to get to with family, man. Family will never let you down. Family could have its bumps. Family could have its altercations. Family could have its discussions. But you're never gonna sit here and say your family turned their back on you. And I pray that you never go through that. And if you have, I truly apologize. But that's just for me. For me, I see it as family is the most beautiful thing that you are gifted in this life. God gave you a family to represent the best feeling of love. The way that your family shows you love is the closest love that you'll get to Jesus Christ himself. The love that you get from your family is nearly perfect. It's nearly perfect. The only reason why it's nearly perfect is because of the fact that nothing in this world is perfect. And better yet, the fact is, you have to understand that your family is always going to criticize you because they want you to be better. So it's the same way that if they want you to be better, you got to be better for them. And they got to be better for you. Be better for everybody. Come on, man. Cheers to that one. I need a cheers for that one. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Amen. So, to give y'all a reminder of what life is about, is to keep your loved ones near. Appreciate them at all times. If you have something against one of your loved family ones, your loved ones or family ones or
you had you
your loved ones or your family members, fix it. Fix it. A conversation could do so much. A conversation could do so much. You don't understand. I need my glasses back. That easy. And the power of editing. Cheers to that one, cheers to that one. I'm not throwing up today. That was a big sip. Love your family. Appreciate your family. Value them. Keep them close. Bring them in. Open the doors. Close those walls. And if it isn't closing, lower those walls. Let them in. And if you don't feel like they'll understand you, open them up with something else. But your family's always going to support you. And even then, my dad told me the only way he won't support me is if I go live in Cuba. No disrespect to my Cubans. Los amo todos. Los quiero. Le pido a Dios que se arregle todo en Cuba. Tengo familia allá y es por algo. Estamos peleando todos los días para que ustedes tengan su libertad y la paz. Díaz Canel. Padre allá. Padre ahí. Being able to feel love from my family members that aren't even here. They're in Cuba, they're in New York. They're no matter where they are. Knowing that even show a little grace to the work that I'm doing shows that your family is going to support you no matter where they are, what they're doing, and how they're doing. They might be having a bad day, and family's always going to try to cheer you up because they know that it can make a difference in your day. That's what you got to see it as. Let me give y'all a little rundown. Today I went to Sky Zone with my two nephews, with my big brother, and obviously my sister-in-law. Not once did we fight. We appreciated each other's times. We laughed with each other. We smiled with each other. My brother's 38 years old, jumping in trampolines, brother. You gotta value that. You gotta appreciate that. You gotta thank the Lord for having those moments. And then after that, go to Fuddruckers. Bussin'. Talking. No phones. Just talking. Enjoying each other's presence. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. You love them, they're gonna love you back. You got a problem with them, you talk to them. They're family at the end of the day. By blood or not. Because I said this on the last episode, but because of my family and the way that they appreciate me and love me and value me, I'm able to choose who I want around me. Sorry, excuse me. Because of the fact that I love the fact that my family appreciates and values me, I want that from my peers. And I would appreciate that from my peers. And knowing that I get that from them, it shows me how close my friends, my peers, my everything are close to my family. Every time one of my friends have walked through these doors, they feel welcomed. And they are welcomed. You're welcome in this house too, mi hermano. Or, yeah, you're welcome too, man. We're family. We're family. We're family. All right. Listen, maybe I've fallen off the topic a couple times. Maybe I just need to lay out a couple things off my chest. I hope I opened up one person's eyes. I hope I opened up a couple. If not, I hope the way that you feel about family and the way that I feel about family makes you think makes you realize, makes you appreciate, makes you whatever the case is. But I don't want to take up too much of your time. So Monday, start the week strong. It might bust your ass, it might be a pain in the ass, but you gotta do what you gotta do. There is no tomorrow. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the people you got around you. Appreciate the loved ones that you have around you. Appreciate the spirits that are no longer with you, but they're guiding you, they're watching you, and they send angels your way. Appreciate them as well. Thank the Lord for taking care of them. Thank the Lord for taking care of you and your family in these current moments. Again, it all falls back to the same thing, which is love. Love who you have around you carefully. Love who you have around you, man. Appreciate who you have around you. I'm going to keep on saying that word because it is such a big word for me. It's like
That's a big word for Elmo.
such a valuable word. Appreciate. When you appreciate something, you love something. You care for something. It's that simple. I love y'all to death. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. And y'all been great. Y'all been great. Y'all been great just with the little feedback I get, with the criticism, with the talking shit. Whoever may be watching this to talk shit, I appreciate you even more. And if not, I appreciate the people that watch this for genuine reasons. I love y'all. Y'all don't understand how much this means to me. I wouldn't do this for anything else. I wouldn't trade this for anything else. Like I said, it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm not about to sit here and go back to sleep. Nah, I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna do what I have to do to make sure that one day I can sit there and say I gave it my all. And if I didn't make it, these are memories. And if I do make it, y'all gonna be a part of the journey since day one. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, you know. So I love y'all deeply. Y'all have a beautiful day. I'll see you all on Wednesday. Deuces. Keep proving people right. Keep proving people wrong. Just keep doing you, bro. Keep doing you, dog. The whip.